It's the Line Makers on Sporting News.
All right, folks, the Line Makers on Sporting News with Rick here and I'm Brian Blessing. Let's get ready for the famous Potato Idaho Bowl. Yeah, that's right.
The famous Idaho Potato Bowl.
Yeah, it's correct.
Okay, go ahead.
Toledo, Utah State. Aggies, 10-point favorites. Total in the game is 58.5. Ricky, Toledo, I love the MAC. I think there's high quality in that league. There's massive parity. Toledo was 8-1, but they really stubbed their toe at the end. They lost 2 of their last 3 coming in. And their key guys, Fluellen and Owens, were hurt. Good news was it was against Akron, but they think they'll be good to go here.
But they lost both of those games by 7 points. They lost all 3 of their losses by exactly 7 points. And those 2 games were Ball State and Northern Illinois. They lost to Arizona 24-17 in the opener. Utah State, on the other hand, there's been a lot of money on Utah State already, Brian. Game opened early at some places at 7.5, up to 10. It's just been a big move, but you know, you look at the schedules and you can understand why. Utah State's 5 points away from being undefeated on the year, and it's a 2-point loss at Wisconsin and a 3-point loss at BYU.
But what you didn't say, 16-14 and 6-3.
Exactly.
This is a very good, underrated defense for the Aggies, and they played in this game last year. They lost to another MAC team, Ohio, 24-23 was the final. I kind of like the under in this game.
Well, I was waiting to hear your thought on the total because I didn't. Initially, you look at MAC teams, you think of over.
That's right.
Period, and that's it. And then Utah State lights up the scoreboard, except for against the 2 big schools that they played. Chucky Keaton's terrific. The quarterback at Utah State with 67.6%, 3,140 yards and 27 touchdowns.
But Kerwin Williams sets him up. It's a nice 1-2 punch.
Kerwin Williams has been pretty good too, 1,277 yards rushing and 12 touchdowns. You know, Toledo beat Cincinnati. I said there are 3 losses to Arizona, Ball State, and Northern Illinois, all by 7 points. But Utah State, when you look at the under, it scares me because Utah State has scored over 40 in 5 of their last 6 games, and the only time they didn't, they scored 38. And the total's kind of low, 58.
Yeah, we're approaching mid-December, and it is Idaho.
Very true. Very true.
We'll see.
I'll go with you.
There
Under.
you go.
There you go.
We'll take a shot at it. We'll see how it all pans out. Should be a fun one, though. Utah State and Toledo playing on the blue turf up in Boise.